Day number 25, and apparently I've got something to add today, so I'm here all by myself. But I wanted to talk to you today about accepting God's answer to prayer. Just last week, our van broke down, and this has not been a good month for cars around here. But we got the bill back on this van on fixing the emergency brake system, and it's $1,500. It was just like, what? Like, this is incredible. What are we going to do with this? And here's the neat thing that happened, because behind the scenes, I'm praying on my prayer journal. I already have a thing that says car incident, because there was already something wrong with our AC in our other car, and I'm praying about this. And so it was kind of, I remember seeing it on the paper there, and when I bring it to the Lord in prayer, and I just kind of started chuckling, because I'm like, I guess you can put that a plural on the end of it, incidents. And Lord, what do we do about this? How do I handle this situation? Now, behind the scenes, something had been going on for several months as I've been working with a tax prep, and we had some issues with last year's taxes, just some things I thought were off, and I felt like we should have gotten more money back from the state, but we didn't, and so they were investigating into it. Come to find out, all I had to do was turn in my W-2 to the state, and they were going to send me all the money they owed me from last year, plus the money I paid them last year, because I really didn't owe it to them. And so just hours later, after I brought that prayer to the Lord, I called the state, and we get that all figured out, and it was basically within $25 of the bill that we're going to be paying to the mechanic here this week. And so on one hand, it was like, man, God just provided, because the truth is, if we'd had that money last year, it would have been gone to some project or something that we were doing, but God saved it and brought it to us at just the right time that we're going to need it. Huge answer to prayer. Praise the Lord for that. But the fact is that I was kind of like, no, like there's got to be another way, because I sort of knew maybe that money was coming. We're going to figure something out, and there was a good chance, man, we get $1,500 to use on whatever, or going on vacation or fun stuff. Not the car, not the car mechanic. Like, we don't want to pay him that money, and and I could remember spending about a half a day trying to figure something else out. Like, Lord, you gotta answer this prayer some other way. And after a few hours of kind of wrestling with that in my mind and going through it, it was like the Lord just said, no, this is the answer to the prayer. Now just accept it. And again, a wonderful answer to the prayer, but I really wasn't satisfied with it totally. It took me a little while before I really was able to go, okay, Lord, thank you for answering it this way. Thank you for providing this way. And again, we know the answers to God's prayers, or to our prayers to God, is sometimes they're yes, sometimes they're no, and sometimes it's wait. But when God answers, even if it's an answer that we don't like, or in a way we don't like, we got to remember that His ways are not our ways, and His thoughts are not our thoughts. They're higher than ours. And so we continue to trust God and His goodness and His provision for our life. And as we see an answer to prayer, even if it's not what we wanted or the way we expected, that we need to thank God for it, and we need to move on. And just go ahead and circle that or highlight that thing as an answer to prayer, and then move on to something else and praise the Lord for what He's done in your life. Day 25.